The Nats have a stacked roster in a weak division again? Congratulations, you still have a team that should dominate the regular season and not do anything come playoff time. To be fair, you do get Adam Eaton back this season, at least you should, but I'm not taking you seriously until you make it out of the NLDS. Not much to say about this roster, but I'm required to do so for every single team. So, with the lineup, Adam Eaton should be coming back after tearing his ACL, so we'll see when he returns and if he'll still be good when he returns, because he's projected to be a leadoff hitter. And I mean, pretty decent fit in I can't remember the Nationals ballpark. I think it's actually called National Park, but he's a pretty decent fit in wherever the Nationals play. And when it comes to the rest of the lineup, there's still Bryce Harper and Anthony Rendon and Ryan Zimmerman, and then there's Trey Turner also. And if once Daniel Murphy comes back from hand surgery, he'll be a good addition to the roster, while they still have Howie Kendrick right there. So this lineup gets an A. It gets an A. And then when it comes to their bench, they ended up picking Matt Adams and Miguel Montero for some depth up from Atlanta and Toronto respectively. So pretty solid there. And like I said, once they get Daniel Murphy back, that'll boost their depth up as well as their lineup. When it comes to the minor league system, I mean, Pedro Severino, Chris Dominguez, and Kelvin Gutierrez. We'll see if he comes up this year. He's projected to come up next year, though. And there's also Matt Reynolds and Adrian Sanchez. And there's a couple of top prospects in Victor Robles and Andrew Stevenson. So those two might come up this year. Robles is the top prospect in the Nationals farm system according to Baseball Prospectus and Baseball America. So there's that. And then there's also Jose Marmolejos. So, I mean, not very inspiring in the minor league system, but in the bigs, yes. In the bigs, sure. They do have good depth in the bigs, because I also have Brian Goodwin and Wilmer Defoe. So, I am giving their depth a grade of a B, just because of what they have in the bigs. And then when it comes to their rotation, they do have Max Scherzer, who won the NL Cy Young last year. And then there's also Steven Strasburg and Gio Gonzalez and Tanner Roark. This rotation is stacked as well. And then there's a couple of prospects, well, at least one prospect in Eric Fed who could come up this year. And I believe Austin Voth could come up this year also. We'll see how those two do. But they do have a really good rotation, one of the best in baseball. And then there's also Joe Ross, who had Tommy John surgery, not expected to pitch during this season, even though his Tommy John surgery was in July of last year. But if he does return to this rotation this year, then that will make their rotation even better. So this rotation gets a grade of an A from me. It's a really good one, and like I said, one of the best, if not the best, in all of baseball. So the Nats have a stacked roster in that sense. And then when it comes to the bullpen, they don't have Benoit or Coda Glover, but I mean, they're neither are that good. But Sean Doolittle, Ryan Madsen, and Brandon Kinsler are all really good. Hopefully they can get more production from other parts of the bullpen, but those three alone should help you out mightily. Hopefully Andy Romero and Sean Kelly can give you decent innings also. So I'm going to give their bullpen a grade of a B+. They have all that they need to be an excellent team and to win a World Series. But it's the Nationals and it's Washington, D.C. So, I don't know. Nationals, will you please do something in October this year? You once again have an excellent roster and now get Adam Eaton back, but you have to do something in October this year. Really, you have to win a World Series in order to keep Bryce Harper. He'll probably stay regardless, but you, along with the rest of Washington, D.C. sports in this decade, need to make it past the second round before you're taken seriously. The over-under from Fangraphs is 90 and 72. I'm going over at 94 and 68, and first in the NL East, since the NL East is still hot garbage. So let me know if you agree. Let me know why I'm overlooking a World Series appearance for this team this year, and while they'll get over the hump for once. It is a discussion, it is a predictions video, and that is what predictions are all about. Discussion, because nothing is proven until the end of the season. And so that'll do it for this Nationals edition of the 2018 MLB season previews, and so long.